Welcome back to SV's Auto. I'm Steve. Today we're working on this 1975 Volkswagen Transporter, aka a bus. We've had this project for a while, and I'm going to be doing some troubleshooting on the horn. We put a new horn in it. It's not working, and then these tail lights, we replaced them, but we finally got the backer plates to go on those, so we're going to install those today. So come along and check it out. Okay, so we're here in the engine compartment. The backer plates for these are a little bit of a challenge to get to. You can see them here on the back side of those tail lights. And the reason we're replacing these is these are warped just from age. So we could make it real easy on ourselves and take the batteries out on both sides of this. This is a camper van, so it does have dual batteries. If you look across the way here, there's another battery. And of course they're right in front of the area we need to get to. We're going to try this passenger side one, see if we can do it without taking the battery out. The driver's side, I don't know if we can get in there to do that work. So let's get started on this one first. So this is pretty straightforward. Just have some clips, hold them on the side, pop that thing off like that, and then there's a seal in there, keeps the moisture out. And the problem is these are warped, you can see, so they're not sealing well, and we just put new taillights in on this, and we don't want those to be ruined, so we got some new ones. So as you can see, this one's nice and straight, and hopefully we can get this in here without too much trouble. Alright, so that was a snap, went right in. We'll see if the other side cooperates as well. Alright, so on to the other side here. I think I can do this without having to remove anything. A little tighter. You can see this one's warped as well. Just a good idea. Put that investment in new tail lights to protect those. Alright, so that side's done, and that completes that task. So we installed a new horn here just the other day, thinking it would be easy, and put it in, hit the horn button, nothing happens. So we're going to troubleshoot, see if we can figure out what happened. See, on this side it's couple wires go in there, should hook up to the horn button and should work. So I'm going to start troubleshooting, see if we can figure out what's going on. Alright, so I'm going to start at the horn button itself, make sure contact is being made there, and we'll go from that point. Alright, so the horn button checks out. I'm going to go to the fuse, the obvious choice. According to my Bentley book, it says number 12 should be for the horn. So I'm going to make sure I have power to that fuse. So Not getting any luck there. I'm going to pull the fuse panel, see if I can trace the wires that go to the horn. Make sure I have continuity to and from. Alright, so had to take the dash apart, or sorry, the steering column apart. Turns out if we jumper the wire, it runs into the steering column and hit it against the steering column, we get a horn. Okay, so we cleaned it all up in here. I'm going to put the switches or the controls back in. It'll be a little tricky. You've got to slide this down the steering column while keeping everything together. And there's 4 spacers that go in between these 2 components. It's critical that they are in there or you will not be able to get this back together correctly. Okay, once those are all back in, the next piece is the spring. Slides just down the shaft like that. That's what's going to make contact with that ring. And hopefully we have that clean enough now that we can get the horn to work. Good idea to, when you take your steering wheel off, you mark it so you have a good alignment when it goes back on. This is a 24 millimeter. And the last component that goes on is the isolation ring. A little slot in there for that wire to go up into. And there's just 3 holes in the steering wheel to mount that. Okay, reconnect the wire, and then underneath those 2 wire plugs that unplug from your washer, windshield washer, and your other controls that are in the steering column. Need to make sure you reattach those. Let's see what we have. Okay, so it turns out spring didn't do the trick. Upon closer inspection here, this ring underneath the steering wheel is what makes contact with this piece of copper here, which is connected to your horn button. Now I did replace this switch for the turn signals, and all of that works fine. but this is not making contact with the steering wheel in the position when it slides down where we had it marked. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bend this piece of copper up so that it should make contact with the bottom of the steering wheel. And now we have a horn. Alright, so finished up, got the horn working, put the backer plates on the tail lights, and this project is pretty well wrapped up. The gentleman I'm doing for doesn't have anything else for me at the moment. In another video I'm going to do a walkthrough, show you guys everything that I did to this bus, and hope you enjoy it. As always, hit that like button and subscribe, and comment down below for other ideas or content that you'd like to see. Alright, thanks.